Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something a bit unusual for our source material.
Yeah, it's not a big report this time, is it?
No, not at all. It's actually just a question, a really powerful one, presented as an article title, M23 Rebels in Eastern Congo. Who supports them?
Mhm.
And our mission, really, is to explore why that question itself is so important for, understanding these complex geopolitical situations, even without the article's answers.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how just a headline phrase like that cuts right to the chase.
Exactly.
It makes you think, well, what does it actually mean to be informed when the who and the why are often, shall we say, not immediately obvious? How do you navigate that?
Okay, so let's unpack this a little. You see M23 rebels in Eastern Congo.
Oh,
Okay?
okay, right. You immediately get a sense of place, of conflict, instability, a region many listeners will know has seen terrible hardship.
Yes, exactly. But the real kicker, the bit that makes you stop and think is that last part, who supports them. That
Yeah.
changes everything.
It really does, because if you connect that to the bigger picture, figuring out who is backing a group like M23, well, that's often the absolute key.
Key to what, specifically?
To understanding the conflict's dynamics, why it lasts so long, who benefits, it tells you about their resources, sure, but also their agenda.
Ah, okay. So it's not just guns and money, although that's part of it.
Definitely part of it. Military aid, cash, that affects their ability to operate, to recruit. But it can also be political cover, diplomatic support.
Right. From regional players,
Sure.
or maybe even bigger international interest.
Potentially both. And knowing the type of support and who it's coming from helps you map out the real stakeholders, the hidden motivations.
And maybe where the pressure points are for, like, resolution.
Exactly, where external leverage might actually possibly make a difference.
So here's the thing that's really interesting to me. Even though we don't have the article that answers the question,
Right, we're just working with the title.
just asking this kind of question consistently, who supports them? Whenever you read about any conflict, that fundamentally changes how you process the news, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It pushes you beyond just the surface level stuff, the immediate event.
You start looking for the networks underneath, the hidden hands, so to speak.
Precisely. It encourages that critical thinking. You start asking, okay, what are the underlying structures here? Who has vested interests? Is this truly local, or is it shaped by outside forces?
Which seems especially relevant for Eastern Congo, right?
Yeah.
Regional dynamics are huge there.
Huge. Often what looks like a local conflict is deeply intertwined with regional, even international agendas. Proxy elements.
Yeah.
So it really prompts a question for you, the listener. When you encounter news about a conflict, what external forces might actually be pulling the strings behind the scenes? Are you looking for them?
So what's the big takeaway from this deep dive then?
Well, I think it shows that sometimes the best path to understanding doesn't come from having all the answers laid out.
Yeah, sometimes it's about finding the right question, the critical question.
Exactly. Knowledge is most powerful when it makes you ask more questions, when it encourages you to dig deeper, to challenge what seems obvious.
This title, simple as it is, kind of gives us a template.
A blueprint, yeah. For how to approach these really complex global issues, always ask who benefits, who supports.
Okay, so a final thought for you to think about after this. The next time you read about a conflict, any difficult situation really, what's the most important who or why question that jumps into your mind first?
And more than that, what would it really take? What would it mean for you to actually try and find the answers to that question?